Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is the Creator Rewind interview, baby. And today I welcome back my special guests, Ron and Jenny from Wolfestone Studio. We're going to talk life, animals and music, and this is Night Owl by Wolfestone Studio and Andy D on Let's Ode. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. That was our opening track from Wolfestone Studio, and of course, it's called Night Owl from the new Collaborations album featuring Ron and Jenny from Wolfestone Studio, and of course, Andy Dion. And this new album is a collaboration of a whole bunch of artists from across this awesome community who've teamed up with Ron and Jenny to make this great album for a really great cause. Y'all doing well out there. I forgot to tell you who I am. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Please excuse me if I'm a little bit today. Hey, This job, you may think, is just like turning on the camera each day and going, hello, everybody, this is a show. Unfortunately, this job is a whole lot more than that. And I'd call it a job because last night at 4 a.m., Unearthed was uploading for this week. And unfortunately, it got blocked worldwide because the music industry is a bag of shit. Let me tell you about that. Just briefly. The independent labels that you once knew as independent are now owned by conglomerates. Everything's owned by a bigger company, a bigger fish. So thankfully, though, the show is now unblocked, and I had to remove a song from this week's playlist, which sucks, man, because I want to showcase artists, and I can't because record labels want to shut you down, and they don't want you to put their artists' music out there to get more people listening to it. It's a really sad thing. Anyway, that's my little spray for the morning, but I just want to do that to let you know that tomorrow, yes, Unearthed episode 8 is happening. And look, even though we removed one artist, there's still 11 more, and they're all wicked artists. So that's happening tomorrow. Now, I'll see you all here in the chat. Thanks for being here. Right, we'll get to say hello to you after the second song like we normally do. So thank you all. It's so good to see your smiling faces. I can't tell if you're smiling. Anyway, these two, they are family to me. You'll probably find that out today. Why? But they are family to me, and I love them so very much. Firstly, because I met them because of their great music, and then over the years, we've become really, really close friends. And I would do anything for Ron and Jenny. They are just magical human beings. They are the most beautiful people. And I first interviewed them here on this show back in 2022. We've even done another show with them where we dissected one of their songs and ripped it apart and found out what was inside it. And that was for the song I'll Take You There, one of my favorite tracks. So it's a real pleasure to have them back on. Very exciting. So let's, without further ado, bring on, because we've only got Ron here at the moment, but Jenny will be flitting in and out, in and out, in and out. Hopefully we'll see her as well too, but let's do it. Now, Ron, unfortunately can't hear any music today. We don't know what's going on, but it is what it is, right? You just got to keep the rock and roll going. So let's bring him on. Without further ado, Ron from Wolfestone Studio. Ron. Hey, it's Ron.
How are you?
Say hi, Ron.
Hey, Ron, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Ron?
Jenny's not here. I know you mentioned Jenny's not here. She's not. She's going to bop in sometime soon, though. In and out, in and out. She's working, doing some stuff, but she definitely wants to be here, so she will. Keeping the seat warm for her.
It's going to be a great opportunity when she gets there to say, hey, everybody, Jenny's here. Say hi, Jenny.
Yeah.
See, most people won't even know what we're talking about. Yeah,
I know.
It is.
I know. I know.
But it is what it is. Look, thank you for coming on again. It's always a pleasure. Everybody's saying hi in the chat because that's what they do. They're in the chat.
I can't believe we were there in 2022. That's
I know.
Something else.
I know, right? The time just goes. It goes so quick. And you hadn't even released your album by then. You were just like bopping out singles back then, you know? It's a totally different time.
That's
well,
true.
Let me hit you with the first thing I'll do now for everybody who comes back on the show. This is the torture round. So we throw it straight out there, the torture round, and we get you to do a 1-minute elevator pitch. And again, you can't hear the buzzer. So we've got the buzzer ready. Everyone else can hear it. I'll just let you know when I ring it. And I'm going to give you a minute to give me, for those of you who don't know what an elevator pitch is, when you work in a corporation, they expect you to have an elevator pitch for the day that you get, unfortunately, locked in an elevator with the CEO of the company. And he says, drone from Sector 4, what do you do here? And you have to sell yourself, right? That's your elevator pitch when you're stuck in an elevator. So we're going to give Ron the floor, and he's going to get a minute. Even if he finishes early, it's all good, to explain just who the absolute F he is and what a Wolfestone Studio is. So let's go from now.
Okay, it begins. So, Wolfestone Studio, well, it started, I guess, many, many decades ago when I was in a band that lasted for like 2 years. We didn't really go anywhere. And then I hadn't played music seriously in decades since. And then Jen will tell you more of a story about how I did some music, but when it came to like doing garage band or stuff like that, when I got an iPhone in 2016, or I got it before that, but I saw the app in there which had GarageBand, didn't know what it was, and all of a sudden we just started playing music again because of that. And Jen has always been so supportive of my music, and I know she knows a lot about music, and she has a great producer's ear and everything. And so Wolfstone Studio is basically Jen and I having a lot of fun. We put music together that we like, and that's pretty much it. And we also, I think we put it into a different gear in the past 3 years, actually, since we talked to Jade last, where we're collaborating with so many different people. And I think
Time's
it's
up.
just, okay,
Oh,
fine.
fuck, jeez.
That was terrible.
It always
I knew
is.
I should have put it through ChatGPT first. I knew it.
You know, no matter how much you practice one of those, every company I worked at, I practiced them and practiced them. And then on the day when I was in the elevator and Ken Chenault, the absolute head of American Express, was in the elevator with me, I went, I like you. I think you've got a lot of money and that's really good. He was just like, what the fuck? There's a mentally deranged person in my elevator. Get them out of here. It's a hard thing to talk about yourself, isn't it, Ron?
It is. And I'm really not pitching anything. What I said is just like our little backstory, and that's kind of why we're doing what we're doing. And people like the music, that's great. If they don't, that's fine too. I love the communities that we're in because everybody's so supportive, and it's fun to put stuff out and have people listen to it, and then having us listen to all the people that we love as well. So, you know. That's our pitch, though. What can I tell you?
Well, and
Jen would do a better job.
I love this. It's just me and Ron time. It's me and Ron time. I love it.
Good.
Tom's been putting links up too to the first interview, and that's the reason I do the elevator pitch. If you want to hear the whole backstory in the original interview, the usual questions, what your favorite artists are when you're growing up, the albums, all that stuff. It's all in that interview right there, right? Plus, as I said, we did this track here. We did this show. This was behind the song. I got to bring this series back at some point. I know it's probably time to bring it back. Where if you haven't seen this series, I used to take somebody's song from the community, get the project, open it up in GarageBand, and we'd dissect track by track what was in it. And Ron and Jenny kindly came on and allowed me to dissect their track, I'll Take You There. It was a fun show, right? Doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's very confronting, yeah?
Yeah, well, not with you because, you wouldn't have to be confrontive at all. But no, it was nerve-wracking, I have to say, especially when you like look in and you like isolate the vocals or something, and who wants to hear themselves singing with no instruments on there? That could be rough.
Yeah, not me.
But it's a good song. I know it's a good song, and it was fun to do that, really. It was interesting the way you picked that through and isolated the instruments and everything. I enjoyed that.
Well, let's talk about that song because I always go to that song. There's quite a few people who go to that song, and on this channel, just overall, we've talked about this on rants and all this kind of stuff. You never know what song is going to be the one that resonates with people that they're going to go back to all the time, and it's a love-hate thing because at the same time you have this song that is near and dear to everybody's heart. But at the same time, you're like going, as a musician, what about all these new songs I've been writing, which are really much better? I mean, I'm such a better songwriter. Why the fuck are you still listening to this?
Yeah, exactly. I say that all the time.
But look, it's hard, right? That you don't know what's going to capture people, and I think, look, it's a bass line for me. As soon as I hear that bass line in that, I every time, and I sing it all the time too on my live streams. I do the community shows. There's just something about it. It makes me feel good. It's provocative. The beat's good. There's a lot of things that just work. And to you, it's probably just a Tuesday, that song.
No, I like the song, but the backstory of the song is just it's insane. I mean, it was a song that I put together, had all the music done, and then I was writing some lyrics on it, and I wasn't really crazy about the lyrics, and then I started singing it, and then I got angry because I didn't like the wording to it and how I was singing it, and I just got frustrated, and I just put it on the back burner, and it went into the archives, and it sat there for like a couple of years, and then every like couple of years I like to go back and look at all the files that we had, and I'll go back, I'll go, oh, what happened to this? Well, this song we did, that song we did, oh my God, there's so many. And then that one came up, and Jen was like, what? I love that song. And why didn't you do something with it? I'm like, I don't know. It was just when I gave her, and she said, I'll take care of it. I'll do the words and stuff. And that's what she did. It went back and forth, and I didn't understand the words she was writing and stuff, but then I kind of got it, and I'm like, just take care of everything on it, and then let me just sing on it, and we'll be good to go. And that's what happened. And so just the way the story developed, or the song developed, is just kind of like, it was kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. But, it turned out fine, and, and there it is. And, the rest is history, right? Oh my God.
Look, it is always the way, and I'm sure every musician knows it too. There's there's songs that I have in bands that I completely loathe so much, and still people bring it up 35 years later. Septic Midas, remember Septic Midas? I'm like, yeah, I remember it. I wanted to punch everybody in the band who let this get on our demo. This was the worst song we've ever written. We wrote it in fucking 10 minutes. How can you like it when everything else is so complex? And it's because it's simple and easy to get. But that's it, isn't it, right? The simple stuff works. It really does.
I've heard the story a million times from big time bands, and the song that makes it big or brings them to the front stage is the song they didn't think it was going to be anything. They liked all these other songs, and this is the one. They talk about it all the time. I'm sure there's tons that do that.
Yeah, like there used to be this theory when you put together an album that you put your best, like the songs that you think are going to be hit singles at 2, 3, and 4. You have your opener, which is meant to catch people's attention, not necessarily needs to be the banger, but 2, 3, and 4 is they're normally would be the singles that would get released. And I don't know, every time I've tried that, those songs have never been the ones that people got into. So fuck that theory. It's just a theory, isn't it?
It is. But you know what? It's funny because I was listening to the song a couple of nights ago, had the earbuds in, and I was actually trying to go to sleep, and I end up going down these rabbit holes. I'll listen to like the album that we just put out, and then I'll listen to the first album that we put out that has like 20 songs on it, and all of a sudden it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Anyhow, I'll Take You There was on. I'm like, this actually is really good. My vocals sound good on it. The production's good. It was like, yeah, this is a good song. I do like it. So, I'm good with it.
I know. I when I featured you on Unearthed, I was like, I wanted to play a different song, and then I was just like, yeah, but I like this song, and it's my show, so I'm going to play it.
And the song has a new life, where it's actually featured on the album twice. One of them, is, I'm sure we'll talk about it, but yes. Russ put a remix together on it, which was just craziness when he sent that to us to listen to. It was just like, I've never heard myself on a remix before. It was just nuts. And then Leela sang the song as well, and so she's featured on it as well. So that's kind of cool. It's got a whole new life now.
Yeah, and it's one of those songs I love singing as well too. You've got
That's right.
a really cool voice to try and sing. Here's the thing, right? I was talking to Russ about this So it was either yesterday or last or the day before. When I pick songs for Unearthed, right, I know if I like a song in the first 20, 30 seconds. I know that's going on the show. And sometimes it's the music, but every time it's the vocal for me, right? As soon as I hear that vocal, if that vocal makes me want to weep, then it's in. Like, that's just me, how I like music. And it's the same, like when I heard your voice, and I think Brad said this the other day, your voice doesn't sound like anybody else's. It's distinctly Ron. It just is, right? It's a really hard thing to have these days because trust me, I've been trolling through a lot of music over the last 8 weeks. And fuck me, even though I found a whole lot of great music, there's a whole lot of bands out there that sound exactly the same as each other. And if you blind tested me across at least 100 of these bands that are in this new metal kind of catchy singing chorus, and I couldn't tell you which one was which. I'd say they were all the same fucking band. It's a real rare thing to have a really distinct voice, is what I'm trying to say, Ron. And you've got that.
It's funny because my previous life, I was a TV news, sports and news and all that kind of stuff. And I could not stand my voice. I would never watch like tapes of it afterwards to critique it or whatnot. I just couldn't handle that. And but yet if I go to like wherever, if I go to a McDonald's or something when I was doing it, people wouldn't recognize me from my looks, but they recognized my voice. And I just thought it was so interesting that they did that. But I wonder how many people love their voice. I don't even know that.
No.
I mean, but I've come to terms, it's not just come to terms with it. I've embraced it because I agree with you. I know it's different. A lot of people say it sounds like this person. It sounds like that person. I don't even remember who they are, but, and that's kind of neat too, that they think that. I think that's kind of cool. But I just look at it like, you know, in the right setting, in the music that we do, I think it fits, because it's your style, you're doing it. And I would not sing music that I didn't think I would sound decent in. I mean, I just wouldn't do it. But I feel comfortable with it. When I hear our music, I feel like, well, my voice should be on there because, we did it all, so why not?
Well, that's the sound, though.
And I like it.
Yeah, look, it would sound odd with anyone else's. And look, the thing is, it doesn't matter how good you get at singing, right? How many lessons you take, how you can circular breathe or whatever. Everyone hates. I haven't met too many people. Let me just say this. I can't say everyone. I haven't met too many people who fully just go, no, fucking, I love my voice and I could listen to it isolated all day long. That's never happened, right? Nearly even some of the best singers I've worked with. We did this album once with this band Peppertone, and we hired these female singers to come in who worked with some of the biggest bands around the world who'd come here to tour in Australia. They'd get booked to be the backing singers. And they came into our humble little studio, like a quarter of the size of my little studio here. We paid them like $2,000 each to do like 5 oohs and ahs. And when we played back their vocals, they were fully just going, oh, I got to go outside for a cigarette. I can't hear myself. It's like, the fuck? We're paying you like $2,000 each for like an hour's work and you hate the sound of your voice. So, it's a common thing.
I know. But I try to, use it and utilize it. And I love doing harmonies. I love doing my own harmonies. It's always interesting. I feel like I'm doing with my brother or my twin brother or something. And it seems to work okay. And I like that part. It's fun. So, you just use what you got, I guess.
And speaking of that, before we play the next song, like in the previous interview that we did, where we talked about you recording your vocals in the car, right? Use what you got, right? And it kind of is a meme in a way, that that's how you do it and go out there and hit the car. And I don't know, anybody who dared to say like, oh, that's ridiculous has never like tried to sing in a room that is untreated and sung in a wardrobe full of coats. Like, it's the same thing. That it's a perfect place to sit there and sing. Are you still doing that?
Yeah, I do it for a couple of different reasons. It's not just like an acoustics thing. There's a couple of reasons. One is we live in two small places. We live in the Keys and then we live up in Maine. And both places are kind of small, just enough for Jen and I and the two dogs. Great little places and great towns. But I don't feel comfortable singing it at any of the places in our house. I mean, you can hear, every dog barking and whatever. So that's one thing. The other thing is that I don't like, even with Jenny and stuff, I cannot record anything if someone's listening. I have to be by myself and just get into the moment, have the headphones on. Because when I sing, basically, when I start recording or start the process on vocals, which I think is interesting, I try to get into a dream state. I'm listening to the song and I'm just kind of like, trying to come up with something, a cadence, whatever. I don't care about words or anything because I write the words later. And, that's what I do. And so I do it in the car because nobody's around. They're not hearing me and I can just be relaxed. That's how I do it.
Because let's face it, recording vocals is embarrassing in front of other people. It is one of the most embarrassing things in the world. And I stupidly do it here on this channel in front of people. And I finish it, like whenever I finish a stream doing it, I just go, fuck that. That was terrible. I'm going to go and delete all of those straight away because it's really hard. You've got to block it. Like I don't know why there's so much shame in doing it because it is coming out, and especially trying to like create a harmony in front of people, create a vocal line and a melody in front of people. Like, harmony is the worst because you've got other people watching and you're trying to find that harmony and you hit those wrong notes all the time. I don't know if people just think that there's a magical land out there where vocalists just every time they hear a vocal for the first time just go, man, harmonize with it and it's all perfect. That's another reality that I don't think exists. But
maybe it happened with the Beatles or something, but I know with me it definitely doesn't. It's like you're playing with it too. You're seeing, are you going a little higher, lower? What should you do? What sounds right? It's a huge process, actually. It's kind of interesting to do it. And I have my little tricks are, it's weird because if I'm singing with somebody, I'm not so sure I could do the harmonies because I almost like if they're singing something, I almost sing it in the notes that they're singing it in. I like lose the harmony and I go back into them. So what I do when I'm listening to myself on the lead vocals, I turn that part down and then I have the harmony up louder so I can hear it enough. And then all of a sudden I'm hearing the harmony better. I can do it better. I don't know. Is that a crazy thing? I don't know.
No, that's completely normal. I do that all the time too. Sometimes I just turn off the vocal altogether. Sometimes I'll actually play along to the main vocal with a piano to try and find the harmony. Or a synth, or a really clean synth, just to try and match it and then try and play to the synth. Play the synth notes in and then sing to the synth. You got to do what you can to help, right? Because you're right, it is really hard. You hear the original thing that you've been working on and going over and over, because I don't know about you, when you write a melody, you develop it. Is this something you do with a melody, or do you just go pluck and wing, bang, bang, and the song's finished?
No. The music part, it's a lot easier. Once you get to the vocals, it's I try different ways. Well, when it comes to the harmonies, it's I just go through it. I even have my memory is so short. I'm wired so differently. I cannot, like when it comes to, if you turn the vocals off, like you said, and do the harmony, I could never do that. I would never know exactly how I sang at that time. So, I would never be able to do that in a million years. But, so, I try to like get the harmony right, going right to how I'm singing it in the lead vocals. And it takes me a while to get that. And then once I get that going, then I start developing and I play with it. But I usually do like more than one harmony. I'll do like sometimes 3, 2, 3. But I have noticed that the more harmonies you do, the harder it gets to mix it, and sometimes it doesn't sound well. Although I don't think I mix my harmonies that great anyway. I work way too hard on it, and I still don't know if I get it right. I always envy like the bands that have just perfect harmonies. They match each other perfectly, and it always sounds so great on an album, which it should, obviously. But you do great harmonies, by the way, and it sounds so good on your songs. So I strive for that. I always keep working at that. But it's fun at the same time. It's cool when you're doing your own harmonies and you're hearing yourself and then you're hearing yourself again and again. It's kind of a cool thing, really.
Yeah, I love it. And thank you. My singing teacher used to tell me my harmonies are terrible. She said, you always pick really wrong, dark notes. And I'm like, yeah, but that's me. That's what I hear, and that's the vocal style that I have. Like, I can't change that. If you want me to sing like somebody else, then I'm going to be somebody else. It's like that artist I played on Unearth last week. What were they called? They were the 3-piece at the end, the vocal. Why can't I think of their name? Family something. Oh, man, I can't think of what they're called. But they met at university and started singing together, just doing vocal harmonies in the stairwell. Right, those kind of people, or like a barbershop quartet, right? Their whole thing is based on harmonies, right? So they don't rely on bands, so they have to hit it each and every time. So harmonies like that are really, really important, and you have to know your part. But we have more flexibility as a vocalist because we're doing our own harmonies. Have you thought about using like the current technology of like getting an AI voice, singing the part, and then using the AI voice to do the harmonies over the, right over the top of your voice to make it sound like it's somebody else doing it? Or are you just like, you know what?
You can do that. You can.
You can.
I asked Jenny that. She didn't know. I said, hey, I have this great idea. Because I didn't think it was done.
I think you won some software to do that. I sent it to you. Oh. That AI thing.
I know. Yeah. I haven't really used that.
You can do that. You just load it up over the top of your harmony and pick a voice, and then there's a different singer. I haven't done it. Like, I've done shows on it showing how you can do it, but I haven't done it because I don't know. I don't mind having me as the backups. It's like, it feels like it's all DIY. Me. And,
I don't mind it either, but it would also be interesting to hear what it sounds like. Just to hear it,
Yeah, true. Let's play another song, and we'll come back to this conversation about vocals because I love talking about vocals. And then we'll say hello to everybody who's here. And poor Ron, everybody, he's not going to be able to hear his own music right now because we can't get it to work. But I'm going to play it anyway. Now, this is from the new Collaborations album as well. It's called Earnest Demand, with Michael, a.k.a. Zealand and Wolfestone Studio. So let's play it now and get into it, and we'll come back very shortly. Let's do it. Let's Oge, baby. Boom.
Run, run, baby, run. Run to see who we are seeing. Let's follow, it's gonna be fun. He's ready for some grooving. All eyes on Ernest Demand, yeah. You feel the beat out there tonight. Man is flying on the dance floor. His moves are harder than a fire. Make it louder 'cause we want more. It's showtime, game on. We want to dance like Ernest Demand. Go, go, baby, go. Don't put your new high heels on. Don't want to the louder goes we want more. Oh, 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 oh. It's showtime, come on. Oh, 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 oh. Want to dance like British Diamond. Run, run, baby, run. Run, run, baby, run. Run to see who we are seeing. Let's follow, it's gonna be fun. He's ready for some grooving. All eyes on Ernest Dumont. Oh, 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 oh. It's showtime, game on. Oh, 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 oh. Want to dance like a it's showtime, game on. Want to dance like Ernest Dumont.
Ernest Dumont. So,
I changed the man to Amon. I thought it was more sexy or intriguing.
We'll talk about how that song came about. Let's say hello to everybody here, because we haven't done yet. So if you type something way at the start and haven't typed anything, type something now so I can find you all. Thomas Christ is here. Doug Kidd is in the house. We got SM Borthwick, Lewis Cook, Jerry Gomes, Tremor Bear. Why did I say Jerry Gomes? Oh, so such an idiot, Jade. Ali, Leela, I saw Pete Johns here as well. Brad Example, Russ is in the house as well. Denise Lance says AI vocals, nothing wrong with that. Absolutely, 100%. Hugh Caldwell's in the house. Forest of the Wolf, hello to you. Doug Kidder, who else? Dave Bops, the Bopper, Ed Zielinski. That's how high I can go. So if there's anyone else, let us know if I've missed you so far and I can call you out. And Ivan Ideas in the house. Holy hell, we've got an Ivan Idea spotting. What the hell's going on there? Awesome. So welcome everybody. Glad you could make it. If I've missed you, just call me and I'll try and catch you as we keep going on, because my eyesight is absolutely dog shit. How the hell did that song come about, Ron?
It's interesting. That was the first song we collaborated before, where we would send somebody the track and they would put some guitar on it, which I'm sure we'll talk about that. But on this one, it's the first time that we took someone else's music and then forced our way into collaborating on that. So with Michael, what a great video we put together on that too, by the way. I really love that video. So here's what happened on that. We listened to, Pete's show and Thomas's show. And one day, Michael, who has songs almost every week on there, he hit that one played and it was an instrumental. And then I went through his catalog and I noticed most of the stuff that he was doing were instrumentals. I know he sings more now than he did. And right away I heard this song and I said, I don't know, this song, I think I could do something with this. It needs vocals. It needs me. And so I was like, I run to Jenny and I go, what do you think? And she goes, oh yeah, definitely, you should do this one. And that's how it came about. So put the words together. And I was just, when I was thinking about it, I didn't have to like come up with the lyrics. It was, no, of course I did. Never mind. I came up with the lyrics. I was like, I don't know, there's something about this song, and I wanted to write something about like Ernest DeMond, James Bond or something, except he can dance and go crazy, and people love watching him. And so it was just a fun song, no deep lyrics there. And we did that, and I was like, I didn't even tell Michael about this. I did this, I screenshot the song on it, and then I played it, and then I sent it to him, and he's like, "Oh, this is really good." I'm like, "Oh, it is," because I was like, I know I was forcing myself onto him and everything, but he was like, "Oh
Really?
yeah, this is really great." We put it on.
Forcing yourself onto him. Wow.
That's another show. Another
Right.
show.
It's interesting
But
about Michael Zealand, right? I would love to see him do a collaboration album where he makes because he's very prolific, right, with writing songs, where he made, say, 10 tracks and then sent them all out to different vocalists and put that together as because I think his songs could do with some good vocalists on it, right, to really take it to the next level. That's not saying what he does is not good, right? But that would be a really good concept for him to get some vocalists, and it really does help having a good vocalist, right? It really does pull you in. It changes the whole dynamic of the song. Just does.
yeah, and if you can't get a good vocalist, you can get me. So, just kidding. So, but the thing is, I said that once we did the song and I heard it over, I said, I can't imagine this song not sounding like this now.
Yeah.
Like it deserved more than instrumental. I'm not saying the instrumental wasn't great. I just knew right away I could totally picture. As a matter of fact, all the collaborations we do, I have to have that feel. Like you said, I can listen to 30 seconds of a song and know whether I want to do it. Now, I like a lot of music that I listen to, but that doesn't mean I can do that with every song. But that's how we do quite a bit of that now for the past 4 years. So
Yes. Hello, Michael Songs as well. Good to see you. So I want to go back to like vocalist stuff because this is on my little list here of health and stuff. Because I think most people know now when I used to teach singing, I would try and encourage people to get healthy because you are a living instrument and it is very important to do the things, to look after your health, to sleep well. That's the hardest. Out of all the things that for us to do, sleeping is the hardest because there's never enough time in the day to get all the things done. So that's always the hardest thing. But eating well, taking downtime to do the things that you enjoy, going for walks, getting away from music, having other hobbies outside of that, all the not getting involved too much in the anger online and all that kind of stuff. All this stuff adds up to being, I think, a better vocalist and having better performances. You're been on a health kick yourself too, and you're looking great, right? Look at this. Look, you look great. So and you've been very inspiring, you and Jenny, to me to get my health into order as well. Because here am I preaching to people, be healthy, and it makes a difference. I've noticed just in the short period of time, well, not short period, because I spent 6 months last year, and I'm still on that trip right now to get healthy. And I'm noticing now when I sing, I'm just nailing stuff so much better, right? I have a lot more confidence singing. Are you getting better performances out of yourself since you're like pushing your health and looking after yourself? Do you look after yourself? Because you look great, Ron.
I do more now. I always have, kind of. I've been lucky that I've been pretty healthy my whole life. It's interesting with me. I didn't put a lot of strain on my vocals. I mean, I'm a old man now, and like I said, I stopped playing music when I was like 22 years old, and then into my 50s, and now into the 60s. I feel like I started 10 years ago doing this, 9 years ago, but what I figure is this. If I was just starting music again, I'd probably be like 22 years old. So right now I'd be in music age, I'd be only 33 years old right now, right in my prime. So, but I don't put a lot of strain on my voice. So I didn't sing a lot, over the years and everything. So I don't push my voice. You have a really strong voice and you push your voice sometimes. I tell Jenny this all the time. I could not say, I can't do that. And that's okay, you know, but so I don't put a lot of strain on it is the bottom line. But I do take care of myself. I don't know if I'm doing anything special to do that, you know. I drink a lot of water, drink tea and everything, but not crazy at all. I'm just kind of lucky and that I haven't pushed the voice too hard. And maybe that'll keep me going for a while. I try to pump out things really fast because I always worry that I'm going to lose my voice sometime, or I don't want to sound like Paul McCartney now or something like that. He's a little older than me, but you know, I love Paul McCartney, but his vocals now, he's an old man and he sounds like one. And you know, I want to sound, I wouldn't do this if I felt like my voice was going to go that way. So roundabout way to answer your question.
No. Answer it. I mean, you're always going to lose something off the top of your voice. Like, you know, I used to have a very, very wide octave range, you know, or nearly 6 octaves at one point for me. And these days I've lost 1.5 maybe. And it's a real struggle. But what you do, I think you compensate and you try and find, how can I hit that note still, but do it something different? And now I've added a growl into my voice where I can, and I can get like that same note out, but it's raspier. And your voice is constantly evolving, right? It's a thing that I think you can see it in some artists like David Lee Roth. I say artist very lightly there. All the videos that are out on David Lee Roth at the moment, and he's just terrible. I thought Vince Neil was possibly the worst example of this going around, but David Lee Roth is just dog shit. He really should not be singing. It's not even singing what he does. But that is somebody who was clearly never a singer and was really a show person who just had his shtick and had his little bits. And now seeing him do it, it's just like so embarrassing. And he's lost so much off his voice because he probably never really was a vocalist. But you will always lose something off it as you go. But it's you got to evolve it, right? It's got to fit the things you can't do. You've got to make it work. It's like live. You know, you would see people. I've done gigs where I've played live and I've had the worst flu ever. I sound like dog shit. But on the stage, you just don't sing the songs like they are on the album. You just sing them an octave lower in parts. The notes you can't hit, you just modify it. And then people come up and go, "That was the best gig ever." What are you talking about? I have the flu. Yeah. Don't get too close to me. Yeah, it's a constant maneuver with your voice to work around your health, your feelings, you know, because all this stuff impacts you. Jerry Goat says, old man voice is trying to track me down. It's true. Old man voice is always knocking at your door. And there are some vocalists who are older and still hitting that shit, right?
Yeah.
How much training is it involved? For me, like Ron, lastly, I abused a lot of drugs when I was young and was crazy. Kind of like Brad Example, just fucking treating my voice like dog shit, smoking, you know, 2 packets of cigarettes a day. But if you understand the limits of your voice, and you can always get away with it, right? As long as you understand your voice. You've got to understand your voice. You've got to listen to your voice. You've got to be one with your voice. One with the voice.
It's absolutely true. It's funny. I was just thinking about that when I'm just coming up with how I want to sing something, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm not thinking about how high I'm going to go or low or what I'm going to do. I'm just trying to get something that kind of sounds good to me, and then I work with it. And that's kind of how I do it. I don't push things too much. Sometimes it needs to go in a different direction, and I can tell, and I do work on that part. But overall, I just, you know, if it feels good to me, I think I can do it. There are a few songs where Intuit, you know, with like I'm done recording and I think everything is good, but I listen to it, I go, it needs something. It kind of sounds the same. I need something to sound a little different. Maybe I'll do something like on the chorus where I'll just go up really high, then down low again, and see if I can do that. Thank goodness with recording, you can thicken up your voice. You can do multiple tracks on it to make it sound better than just one when you're going up high if you need to. Little tricks you can do that can work. So that's how I work at it if it's something that doesn't feel totally comfortable. But overall, if it feels comfortable to me, I think I can pull it off, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does make sense. Trevor Bear mentions RFK voice. I'd love to hear RFK Jr. sing My Heart Will Always Go On by Celine Dion. I think that'd be an amazing cover. Don't you think?
I have no idea.
You don't think RFK Jr. would have a lovely singing voice?
Yeah, his speaking voice is so fantastic that I'm sure his singing voice is amazing to another level.
It can't get any worse than Vince Neil. But anyway,
Who came up with that? Carlos came up with that line? Yeah. He's amazing.
Let's talk about, so since our last interview, you released your debut album, and it was a massive album as well. Here it is here. This is the Can You Hear Me double album with all of your tracks. How many? 19 tracks.
And you mastered them all.
I did, yes, indeed. Now, this was, what was I going to say? No idea. Oh, so it has collaborations on it. Some of these tracks on the new thing that we're talking about as well, too.
Yeah.
And now this was an epic release. How much of a effort was this to put this all together to make this huge album that you dropped in 2023?
We started with just doing singles, and we were really pumping out music during that time. I hadn't played in a long time, like I said, decades, and then all this music was coming. I was like, we got to put this together. And dozens of songs came out. And, and once I learned a little bit more about how to put them together, in the DAWs and stuff like that, things came together, and that's the music that we put out. That's when I started feeling good about releasing music. I never wanted to put it out when we first started. I was kind of like this, is this going to sound decent? People like it. Then I was like, let's just do it. And I think the songs developed as the years went by, and that's when we really started, I think, getting into a good groove. So bunch of singles basically turned out to be that.
And what are the lessons that you learned from putting that together? Like, if you're going to release, even though this next album is kind of a collaboration, it's collaborations and some songs from this and a mix of stuff again. Did you learn anything going forward for like the next studio album that you're going to do? Do you have a plan for how that's going to come out? Is it going to be like singles again, or are you going to try and focus on putting one album all together and make them all specific for that album?
Well, for this one, it was like years in the making. As you
Sure.
mentioned, a couple of songs. Ernest Dumont is one of them. It was one of our first collaborations. Well, it was our first one where we took their music, which I mentioned. So what we've really developed on it, the collaborations is when I really feel like we took it to a different level, all because of the artists that we work with, all of them, including you. And it's just, because I always like, when we started putting these songs together, it was me pretty much doing everything, whether it's using loops or my own, just keyboard on the iPad and all that kind of stuff. But I was really working on the lyrics and trying to get it right and, do a good job on that. So we were really like learning on it. But it was only like, I could only go to so much of a level because I can only play like keyboards up to a level to write. Guitar the same way. I strum it, but I would not really feel comfortable playing the guitar in front of people. I just don't feel I could do it, but I don't feel comfortable with it. But I feel like maybe that's me. Maybe I'm a songwriter, singer, and that's how it goes. So what I'm getting at is once we started collaborating with people, what I learned is like, wow, look what I could never do that. I can't play a lead guitar. I can hardly strum the thing. look at how this sounds. It's like, wow, this is our music, but it's like upped, and that's exactly what's happened in the past 3 years. I listened to our music and I'm like, this sounds so good. And that's why I wanted to put this collaborations album out, not because of us, but all the artists that we work with. I think they're incredible, and that we have a chance to, work with them and do what we can do. It's really special. Not joking.
And through our friendship, like off here, right, we hang out on Clubhouse and on iMessage. We chat all the time. This is kind of where you met the next artist who I'm going to play. I have an idea. And you went out and actually met him at his studio and stuff. And what has been what's been a highlight of working with Dave? Before we play the song,
he's amazing. Well, I think he's the first person that we work with who is a real producer of music. He's got an amazing ear for it. Recording studios, that's what he's done for a living. And the work that he put together, once again, I must have listened to one of his songs on either Pete's show, Thomas's show, I can't remember, and really enjoyed it. And then I went to his channel and I'm like going song after song. It's like, this is really cool. I love this song. I love that song. And then somehow I was like, Dave, can we do this? Can we do that? And I think he was like, oh, you want to do my music? I think this is great too. So we were in the same boat, kind of. He wanted to work with us, and we definitely wanted to work with him. And I was like so thrilled. I'm like, oh my God, we're going to put this together, and a real producer is going to, produce this thing. It's going to be amazing. And that's how it's been. And yes, we formed a little band, a little side project, and we have 5 songs done. I think we've only released a couple of them, actually. And I think that's going to be either an EP or an album we'll put together in the next 6 months. We're trying to just get a couple of more songs going on it. So Dave has been amazing to work with. And I love it where he sends me something and I know right away if I want to do it. And then Jenny comes in with her ideas of how we should get it done. And then Dave takes it, masters the thing, mixes it, does his magic, and all of a sudden, boom, you have a song with Dave.
Yeah,
so,
he's one of those artists. He puts everyone else before his own music too, right? Which is, on some level, it's a real shame, right? Because he's such a great songwriter and a great musician, and as you said, has an ear for so much. But he's constantly recording, like He had a studio, he was a recording artist, and he gave it all up, got rid of it all. Now he's back doing it, recording select artists again. But his skill is just next level. Like, he can hear so much. Like, he's just my go-to. I think all of us, Russ, me, Brad, like all of us who have direct contact with him, we always run stuff straight by Dave. And if he picks something out, you just go do it, fix it, right? Because he knows what he's doing. He's just that good. And this song I'm going to play, this is called Monterey. So let's play this now, and then we'll come back and continue on. Are you ready to Oge? We're going to Oge. Let's Oge. Let's do it. This is Monterey, Wolfestone Studio, and I have an idea. Let's go. Bang.
Just 2 days away.
Beautiful stuff.
Yay.
Beautiful stuff, even though you can't hear it.
Feel a little.
You can
A
feel
little.
it. Right.
I can feel it.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. We mentioned about your gear and singing in the car. And for those of you wondering, where is Jenny, Ron?
She's still working. I can hear her actually in the other room. Hopefully she'll be done soon.
Hopefully
I think in a few minutes.
Right. Hopefully she'll come and join us because I moved some questions around because I want to get her take on some stuff too. So I've just been moving some stuff. But let's talk about gear because we mentioned you singing in the car and taking, assuming you take your iPad in there, you take a microphone in there and all that stuff. And recently you've updated some gear. You haven't got all of it working yet, but you got a new mic. I do know that. So what's the deal? What's the deal? What have you upgraded? What's going on?
So I'm getting into music now. Like I want to do more. So I just got, I got the Rodecaster, and haven't even opened up the box yet. And I know you're going to help me on that. And I can't wait to get that going. And let's see, I got a keyboard because I want to start playing the keyboard again. I used to play it a lot and I haven't played it in years, and I just want to do that just for fun. And when I write music, if I'm writing on the guitar, it sounds different, but it's a different style. When I'm writing on the keyboard, it's a whole different style there as well. So it's fun. And have that. And what else do I have? I'm getting this new like a vocal what do you call it? An effects, like a vocal effects thing. And I don't even know what it is. You're going to ask me. I just ordered it and I can't wait to get it to do that. It was one of these things like an HT something, a Hexon or what? Or
is it
I'm the worst.
It's a TC Helicon, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Which one did you get? I want to know. Did you get the Play that we were talking about?
I'll look it up.
Did you get?
I'll get back to you on that. When another song comes on, I'll tell you what I haven't even gotten it yet, but I can't wait to get it.
Because we were talking about the one that I covered on the channel, the Play. Was it that one or not? Did you get a smaller one?
I'm not sure. I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
So you got the Rodecaster. That's really exciting, right? Because you got the Rodecaster Duo. Brad got the Rodecaster Duo. They're sick machines, right? And I think for a lot of people they're overkill. But they are a DAW, so they're a DAW, they're a mixer, and they've got effects built into them, really high quality effects. And even Brad has been saying how much it's changed. Just he has barely scraped the surface, and we're going to go through and work all that out and get that sounding really good, because you can just you don't even need an interface anymore. That's pretty much what it is, and everything's all built onto it, compressors, the whole lot. They are so powerful, those things. I couldn't live without mine. I have the Pro 2. It's just a demon. It's the best. And I was looking at a backup just in case this goes down. And I don't think I could use anything else these days. I'm so used. It controls so much of this studio, right? They're such good pieces of equipment. Hello to James Myers, who's joined us as well. I saw Simba, Riverbend Sim as well too. Some people I've missed while we've been chatting. So, but you got a new mic too, didn't you? Did you get is it a dynamic mic or a condenser mic?
Yeah, it's what is it? Dave picked it out for me. I have it here. It is a warm.
It's a condenser mic. Look at
like
that.
A WA or something.
Yeah, they're nice mics.
Yeah. And you have to set it just right, and you have to sing into it just right, because every different way sound different and whatever. Yeah, I'm learning all this stuff.
Yeah. Have you been using it in the last batches of recordings?
Yeah, I have, and what a difference. It's a big difference. I'm going to tell you why I'm getting all this equipment now, though. Yes. There is a reason. It's not just to get it. Like, the Rode, I don't know why I would get that unless I want to stream or perform live, which is what I've decided I'm going to do. I'm going to do that in the next few months. That's my next big project in life. Getting into the music thing and recording, that it's been such a challenge, and I'm just trying to keep challenging myself. And I'm like, am I at the point where I can feel confident doing this? It's like, I love our music and we have so many different tracks. And I watch like, Thomas doing his thing on Saturday night, and he has like a gazillion songs. We don't have that many. We have maybe like 100 or something, which is still a lot. And I'm like, can I actually go and sing that? It'd be like, well, me doing like karaoke to myself. How cool is that? And I'm like, I'm going to do it. I might fail miserably, but whatever. And once again, I want to do these things before I get too old to do it. So that's my next thing. And that's why I got the Roadcast. That's why I got this vocal effects thing, the microphones too, and all that kind of stuff.
I find that very exciting to hear, because it's a hard thing to set up live streaming. Like people say, there's a lot of complex things to manage while you're trying to sing and manage all the things and make sure the stream's going and talk to the people. It's not just getting up there and doing it. There's a whole lot of components to it. And here's the thing, Ron, you're going to fail, right? In the beginning, everybody does. Everybody's shit when they first start. It just is what it is. And you just learn from it. Like there's no, you can try and teach somebody to the end of days, and the only way to get better is to fail, like everything, right?
Yeah.
So I can't wait for it. I can't wait to see Ron doing live streams. It's going to be very, very exciting. That's cool for 2026. Let's start talking about this new album, right? So the new album, let's bring it up here. So this is collaborations to benefit Best Friends Animal Society. What do we got? 14 tracks on here, brought together over several years. Oh, don't have the right screen up. There it is. Here it is here. So, and I love this artwork. Great artwork. Really cool idea with all the signs pointing to where everybody is. In Australia. And did you work out all the miles exactly?
Jenny and I had a discussion about that. It's like I had miles on there, and then she redid it, and then she put different miles, and I go, Key West to Boston is not 1,374 miles, it's 1,700 and whatever. And she goes, no, as the crow flies, it's 1,374. I'm like, okay, all right, that makes sense then. So we went with that. Whatever she says anyway is good enough for me. But yeah, I like that sign. It's cool. I did, but the miles are pretty, I know the miles to you and Pete are pretty much right on.
I don't know.
So,
who works in miles? What are these miles things? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know. Well, I mean, what I did was stick the different places in Apple Maps, and it's like, how far is it? All right, look at that. I'll go with that.
So, was it tough to bring all these songs together? So let's just run through who some of the artists are on here. So we've got Tremor Bear, which you've done heaps of collaborations with. Jelly Wolf is the name of you and Ivan Idea's project. You've got me, I'm on there. Andy Dion. We've got Thomas Christ. We've got Russ, Hugh Caldwell, 15th Bend, Tremor Bear again. Leela's on here. Michael, aka Zealand, Ivan Idea again, Russ, and Pete Johns, work in progress. Which one's your favorite?
Yeah. They're all my favorite. They're like my children. I love them all. And I do. I'm not even kidding you. It's like when you told me to pick some songs for your show, I'm like, oh, it's agonizing. It's like, can we run them all? Or, I just, what I love about all the collaborators, they're all different. They have different styles, different talents. They're all incredible. So they all have talent. And it's our way of just being able to be different, working with like Thomas with his song Misfit, which I love, and I feel like I should have written this song, especially the lyrics. They're his, and it's like I can totally picture myself. This is this is me. I should have written this. But anyway, he is, his genre of music is so different. It's got that industrial, and it's like, we never could put that together. And then you have, total rockers like Andy Dion, he's a total rocker. He's got great, guitar licks, and I could say it about everybody. They all have these amazing talents, and I've got backstories on all of them. Good ones.
Wow. All right. So will there be a tell-all book about everybody's backstory that you're harboring?
It's not that crazy. It's all, it's all good. A lot of them were like, I actually really, at first, like I mentioned before, I wanted to do other people's songs. I mean, with Andy and Hugh, they're guitarists, and we would put our track in to them, and then they would come up with something, and I love that. Michael was the first one that we did, and then Tremor Bear was the next one. I listened to his catalog of music. I'm like, every song is amazing. Yeah. And there's at least a handful in here that I can totally picture myself singing. He's got such a great groove about him. I love his stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, these are instrumentals. This is so perfect. And I was like, hey, can we do this song? Can we do that song? He's like, yeah, knock yourself out. And I have found out that I think, they think it's a really good idea too, because there's songs which really had no words, no lyrics, no, vocals, of course. All of a sudden it turns it into a new song. So I think they get a kick out of it. I think they do.
Here's a hot take. And I'll see what you think about this, because you've worked with him a lot. I think Tremor Bear is one of the best musicians in this community. And he's going to, of course, go, no, I'm not, I'm terrible. Because that's Carlos, right? He shit talks himself. Yes. And it's very rare that I've ever heard something come off Carlos's fingers, or just production-wise, that I go, that's terrible. He's just that good. He's just a really, really fucking good musician. And, so because you've done a lot of collabs with Carlos. And what is the process with you and Carlos? Because you guys work really well together.
We have two different ones. One is that I go and listen to his catalog, songs that I like. I say, can I put it together? He says, yes. And then I do the vocals on it, and I really love that. And then the other process that we have is he listened to a song that we had. Actually, it was Catch Me that you helped out with, and he heard that, and I'm not trying to speak for him, but I do know this is true, that he got inspired by that. And it's like, oh, if you, because what I did on Catch Me was I sent you the acoustic guitar and vocals alone, and then you put all these instruments on, and it sounds amazing. And Carlos was like, hey, you have any more of these like acoustic, vocal things? I said, yeah, I got a ton of these things. I sent it to him. So that's what we did. The process is I send songs that I would really like to hear what it sounds like with a band on it, without just Jenny and me. And so I give him that, and he puts it together. And not only is he an amazing musician, because he is, and he plays every instrument so well. I mean, he knows his range. He knows what to do. He's a fantastic producer. He's a great arranger too. He's not just a great musician. He can put it together, and that's why his sound is so incredible. And it's so easy. When I listen to one of his songs, I totally know right away that I've got to do this song. So those are the two processes that we have together.
When I featured Carlos on Unearthed, it was so hard. It was kind of like going through your catalog. It was so hard to pick something because they're all so consistent. But there was no doubt he had to go on the show, because he just is. Consistency is really important in so many things, right? Very important. And he says thanks. And the other thing about Carlos too is he's doing this through incredible pain, right? And that's over here, right? That's just over here. Like, he's already a great artist, and there was no doubt he had to go on Unearthed because he's just that good. And sometimes I think, when big personalities get overlooked, sometimes I think in communities or as musicians, because he's pretty quiet as well too, right? So And I remember when I had him on the show, it was such a pleasure. And it was awesome seeing him interview you on the Community Pulse, because I tell you, I think Ali Gratilia pointed this out too. His background, as soon as you see Carlos's background, you just go, wow, look at that. That dude is like, not only you can tell he's a decent musician, but he's well read. Right? Oh,
Absolutely.
I wouldn't want to get...
When you say his background, you mean his real background behind him.
Yeah. His background behind
Yeah,
him. Yeah.
I know.
Unlike your real background there with all those fabulous guitars you've got, Ron. Look at those. They're beautiful.
Yes. No, thank you.
Tell
Carlos,
us the story of that acoustic you've got behind you there, Ron.
Yeah, there's no story. There's no story there. Let me get them out of the way wherever I'm going here. Here we go. But Carlos, he's a tenth of the books that I haven't read them. I mean,
yeah,
can't even tell you. But yeah, he's really something else. And what's great is what I love is that he takes what we give, whether it's acoustic or a bass line and the vocals, and I can't wait. It's like a kid at Christmas time. He sends it back. I'm like, oh my God, what did he do? And all of a sudden he just blows me away. And then what's really nice is Jenny gets involved then, and she's like, okay, yeah, this is good. But Carlos, he took the strings out on one section. He needs to put it back in. And she's got such a great ear, and she just brings it together. But I just love when the song comes back and I'm like, I didn't expect this. It's amazing. But you're going to play one of those songs, so...
How did you know I'm going to segue right into it right now, Ron?
I didn't know right now, but I figured, hopefully. I love this song. This is one of my favorite songs, and he did an amazing job, and his instrumentals on this are just incredible. If you listen on headphones or something, and you can just like separate the different, tracks that he did, just chef's kiss.
Mwah! Chef's kiss. Let's play it. This is Distance Apart by Wolfestone Studio featuring Tremor Bear. You ready to ode? We can ode right now. Let's do it, bang!
Another day, now they run together.
welcome back, everybody. What are you, oi, what's going on? What's going on? Distance Apart by Wolfestone Studio and Tremor Bear there. You enjoying the show? Do the like, do that stuff. I always forget to say that shit while I'm doing this show because I'm just the worst at this stuff. I have it on good authority that somebody else has joined the interview. Hey, look, it's Jenny.
Who could that be? It's rumors. It's rumors.
Say hi, Jenny.
She's not here.
Really here.
She's AI.
This is just virtual. Exactly.
Welcome. It's good to see you, Jenny.
So how are you?
I'm okay. Ron's been killing it here. He's told us about his debaucherous sex life. He's told us a whole bunch of stuff, which is just absolutely disgusting.
I opened up.
That sounds legit.
We opened up Ron very wide.
Oh, good.
I shuffled around some questions, right, because I want to get your take on some of this. And it's to do with where you've been. Life, living, work. There's been a lot of changes since I've last had you on the show in 2022. And you guys move around like I never know where you actually are. And you've just taken on a new job and, there's where are you now? What's going on? The traveling Wolfstones.
It depends on the day of the week, of course. Is it Tuesday? Is it Thursday? What day of the week?
Thursday for us.
Where are we? We're just vagabonds, basically.
Right.
In the Keys.
We are in the Keys.
Florida Keys.
At the moment, in the Florida Keys, which is our favorite place for the winter. It's nice and warm. The rest of the country is freezing, and we don't want to make people jealous, so I don't tell people. But it's pretty much perfect weather every day down here, and we love it. We love it. It's good for creativity.
It is.
So yes, I took a new job. I'm working too much. It happens. It's okay. It's a good job. I'm a doctor. Some people know. So I'm a medical director. So now I direct other doctors, which is what I like to do. I mean, I direct Ron enough. So
that's true.
Why not channel some of that?
I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV. That's all.
I can channel that into directing other people, telling them what to do. Right.
It must be good to leave the group conversations that we have where you're our family doctor and to go and have to do it for a living apart from every time we see you. It's like, Jenny, I've got this ailment. Can you help me? Folks, don't do that. Don't do this to Jenny, right? She's our doctor. I lost my camera. Ours only.
You have any skin lesions? Anybody want to show me? Yes, but I horrify the group by telling people horrible medical stories too, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's a give and take.
I said to Ron
she
earlier.
She loves helping people.
She does.
She loves helping people that she loves. So
yes.
Yeah, if I don't love you, forget it.
Yeah, you're toast.
I know that very well. Look, you both, I said this before you were here, Jenny. Ron looks really fit and healthy and really good. You look really good too. What's your secret? What is the secret to your sexiness?
It's the Florida Keys. That's all. There's no other secret.
There is nothing else. We never looked like this before.
I think we've always looked the same. No, what do we do? We try to have a good life. We try to have fun. We try to make music. I think music keeps you, fit, right?
Yeah.
You have to be fit, sing well. You talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
If you don't take care of yourself, you can't use that instrument. So
I'm doing my best to get as fit as possible because I don't want to sit on the opening hour each week and be out of breath in 2 songs. Kills me.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I chase Ron around the house. That's how he gets his exercise.
Right.
Pretty much.
Do this, do that.
Do you think having such a love for animals helps you stay fit and healthy and so happy?
100%. We literally can't live without our animals. We've always had rescue animals, dogs, cats. We've had other rescue animals over time, rats, birds, etc. We're currently down to just 2 dogs to fit into our tiny house, and the 2 that we rescued most recently are very low energy dogs. They have a cattle dog and a mini Aussie, and they also keep us fit, as you can imagine. We have no choice.
And they're rescues.
They are. They're lovely. They're not here today because they're like little children and they like to bark when we're on interviews. So they're staying with our neighbor at the moment. But
They
they are
performed so
amazing.
well on the community polls.
They know
was-
when they're
that
on
was-
cue. They
that
know
was
when they're on.
That was horrifying. Yes, we said no. This is not happening today. Sophie is going to her favorite neighbor. We selected her favorite uncle, so she's over there. Both of them are at their favorite play dates today.
That's true.
But yes, no, we can't live without our animals, and it's something that we've always wanted to do animal rescue. Ron, it's been a couple years now. We never want to play favorites, but there's like that dog that's like your soul dog. And we had our little Pom, Nicholas, and Nicholas was Ron's music companion for a long time too. And he did live to be 18 and a half years old, but that was really rough when we lost Nick. We got Nick as a baby. He had a broken leg. He came from a puppy mill and they shattered his leg and didn't even fix it. It wasn't even in a cast when we got him. It was bent. It was absolutely crazy. But he healed up well, and he was with us for almost 20 years. But it's been a challenge. So we just
And by the way, we never really called him Nicholas. I would never do that. Naming their dogs. David, come here right now.
I mean,
Richard.
I always wanted to have a dog named
You know,
David. By the way,
I
Dave.
can't
Hi, Dave.
stand those names.
Yeah.
Whenever I have someone who's got a dog, Peter, I'm like, what the fuck are you calling it Peter
I
for?
know. It's
Like,
like, we do E's. Nikki, Rosie,
Yeah.
Sophie, Callie,
Nicholas
Roger,
when he was barking.
come, Roger.
I know.
Roger.
Robert, stop.
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, I like that. We're gonna get a new dog and name him Nathaniel.
I know.
So with this album that you guys have dropped on Bandcamp, all the money that is going to this is going to benefit the Best Friends Animal Society. Was this a plan from day one, or did this come as you started putting the album together?
Oh, that's a good question. Ron actually found this particular society, and he's like, Jen, this one looks really good. I obsessively send rescue dogs, even though we have a full house right now. I'm like, there's another rescue dog. And there are a lot of states in the country that have high kill shelters, and it's really horrifying. These beautiful little babies, perfectly healthy, young, old, some have health challenges, but they're just killing them, sometimes even after only a couple of days, in these quote unquote shelters. So Best Friends Animal Society, they have been trying, their mission is to stop that and to prevent all of these unnecessary deaths. And they're really an incredible organization. And yet Ron actually found them. And I was, this is amazing. They have a beautiful rescue and work to basically reverse this trend. It's a huge problem in the U.S.
So yeah, we really believe in it, and I can't. Thank God Jen is here to say this stuff, because it would just be blurping out of my mouth and not come out right. So thank you. But no, near and dear to our hearts, seriously. Yeah.
It's a huge problem everywhere, right? People taking on animals that they're just not prepared for. And it's sad too, because like in a day and age where we have, like virtually we look up everything these days on YouTube to get an understanding. Like anything I do, like even getting on Ozempic recently, even though my doctor's going, oh, this is how you do it. I've watched so many videos on YouTube about how to inject it, the right things to eat. And there are still people out there who just don't fucking understand. You take on an animal, you take on a lot of responsibility, so much more than what you, probably than a child. Because at least a child can talk to you at some point.
And eventually they'll grow up and go to school, maybe.
Well, we
Yeah,
hope.
hopefully, exactly. But yeah, their physical needs for both children and dogs, emotional needs, physical needs, and they just deserve it. They deserve it. They deserve everything. They're such pure souls. They're just pure love. unfortunately, I mean, they love people even when people do horrible things to them. And no, they deserve to have great lives. And I think, it's really interesting. That's one of the things when we first got together. Actually, we each had a cat, and I had also a dog. And Ron was, always just very compassionate to animals. And it was one of the things. It's like you can tell a lot about a person, I think, based on how they treat animals and what they think about. So the most vulnerable.
But you know what?
Yes.
The dogs give us back so much more than we give them. Believe me. It's the unconditional love thing. It's totally true. And that's what I love,
Yeah, look, I tell you the other good thing about pets is they really do help you identify dumb fucks who come into your life. No, they do. Like, I live with this chick, right, for a period of time, and she had this innate power to just bring home fucking idiots and go, hey, I'd like you to meet this guy. He's a drug dealer who's just got out of prison. It's like, where do you find these people? And every single one of them she brought home, all of her pets hated them. And it's like,
My God.
how can you be so blind? Your animals hate them, right? Like, this is the clearest thing. Right? When somebody's a dick, animals hate them. It just is what it is, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm lucky throughout my life. Every partner or people's houses I go to, I've never had an animal hate me except for the one that ripped half my face off, which was my next door neighbor. I had a fear of dogs for a long time. When I was really young, Jenny and Ron, I had this neighbor. They had a Heinz breed, whatever it is, this little short thing. Its name was Shifty. Should have known by the name.
Should have known.
But
Dogs, like people, live up to their expectations, right? It's like,
the thing was, I lived next door to these people for years, like 8 years. And I was 8 years old. I got a pair of roller skates for my birthday, and I went next door to tell Phyllis, my next door neighbor, look at the roller skates I got. And she might have given me a nice ice cream or something. And the dog fucking was at the end of the driveway. And as I roller skated in, it just looked up at me and just ran full pelt, jumped through the air and ripped my 2 lips open. I had stitches in both lips. And my dad tried to put a brick through its head. And I had to go to court. I had to go to court over it as an 8-year-old, terrified. And I had to testify against it. And it got put on a good behavior bond. Because I didn't want it to die, right? I didn't want it to come and kill it.
Right.
But then, unfortunately, 6 months later, it bit an old woman walking past and it got taken out.
Yeah.
And I had a fear of dogs for a while, for a little while. But the thing was, like, dogs have never, like, had a problem with me. They've all,
That dog had a problem. And dogs can develop, cognitive problems. They can develop mental illness. They can develop dementia as well, and just kind of like lose their minds. And that's, it's really tragic because you can't talk to them to find out what's going on in their head. You can't really give a dog therapy. They can use medication, but sometimes dogs do unfortunately have just like out of control conditions. That's really sad.
Well, we worked it out what it was. It was the wheels of the roller skates. The noise, they make that. It's kind of like stones going around in them. The wheels freaked it the fuck out.
Oh my God!
So,
oh my God!
It's nuts.
It wasn't that it didn't like me, right? It didn't understand the
It wasn't
wheels.
you,
This was a new thing to it, and it reacts, and that's what happens, right? People do this kind of shit too.
Right. Yeah. It's like a PTSD or something. It's a trigger, and they don't know what's going on. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I actually was. I don't know if you know this. I was bitten by a dog when I was probably about 4, and it was a big German Shepherd, and it chased me. I thought I could outrun it. That didn't go so well, and got me right in the ass actually, and flattened me. But once it got me down, it took off and left. And I was a little traumatized from that, to say the least. But my parents were determined to make sure that I didn't have a fear of dogs, and so we always had a lot of dogs. They just kept getting dogs. Afraid of dogs, so I'm like, okay, it was just this one dog that had a problem. So I didn't develop, luckily, any long-term fear from that. fortunately. But yeah, we've always had dogs. You've always had dogs growing up.
Yeah, growing up.
Yeah, me too.
But you know what? I'll summarize my theory on this is that dogs are not for everyone, and not everyone can handle dogs. But you know what? Dogs deserve a decent life, a good life, and that's however you can do that, and is a good thing. So that's how I feel about it.
Agreed 100%. Hello, Les Nagy. Hello, Paul O'Farrell. Hello, where did I see you? Barry Glenn. And I hope Joe's well as well too. Hope you're both well. Yeah, look, go and buy this album, folks. It's on Bandcamp, and not only are you going to get some really awesome music, let me do the right thing. Not only are you going to get some really awesome music, I've bought it. There's a whole bunch of people who've bought it. Look at all these cool people who've bought it. Look at them all. Awesome people who've bought it. And and all the money is going to, these dogs, because dogs and cats, right? Pets that deserve a second chance. Everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody deserves chances, more than 2 chances, right? We got to get to that. And so it's a great cause, right? And you get all this great music. So it's an absolute winner on that front. We're going to play another song because we're running out of time. We're going to play this Thomas Christ one. Tell us about it, Ron. How did this come about?
I heard Thomas doing this song is on one of his albums, and I'm not sure how old the song is, but he played it on his show that he performs live on, and I loved it right away. And then I went and found the video that he did. I'm like, oh, can I do this song? Because I would love to do this song. And I brought it to Jenny, and she said, oh, yeah, this is right up your alley. And I'm like, oh, this would be so cool, being able to play a Thomas Christ song, singing on it. And it's as simple as that. And he sent, Thomas was nice enough to send me the instrumental, the music track, and we did it. And I tried to, as I was singing it, I listened to how Thomas sang it a couple of times, and I'm like, not that I sang it that much different, but it is different. And I just think it worked. It's one of my favorite songs. I really like it. I do. And Thomas is an amazing musician too. He's really something. He's great.
It's true.
He sure is. We love you, Thomas. And let's play it. It was the song that he did for the Music for Life charity album for the UK. That's where it came from. So let's do this. Now, Jenny, you're not going to be able to hear it. We can't work out why we can't get the sound going through today, but we're going with it. But these amazing people who are here, they're going to get to hear it. So this is Misfit by Thomas Christ with vocals from Wolfestone Studio on the Collaborations album, available on Bandcamp. Let's do it. Let's fucking oge, baby.
Exactly where I need to a million outcasts feeling just the same as me. I hate it when I feel so low. This gloom has become all that I know. I'm wondering how the pieces fit. Will I ever be a part of it? The birds will always have the sky. They'll never ever know what makes me cry. Even the worms, they get the ground. On this place can't be found. Lost my way in this life, I know, but I refuse to let it show. Where do I fit into your world? When will I find myself exactly where I need to be? Feel like a misfit in society, but there's millions of outcasts feeling just the same as me. People everywhere, but I'm so alone. Feeling each day like a prince without a throne. This sense of emptiness cuts right to the bone. Help it but wonder if I'll ever find a home. Where do I fit into your world? When will I find myself exactly where I need to be? Feel like a misfit in society, but there's billions of outcasts feeling just the same as me. Oh, 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 oh.
Stella, it's weird, right? I hear that now with you singing it, and it almost feels like you were meant to sing that song. No offense, Thomas. You know, I love you. It's singing, but your voice fits it so very well.
I love doing it. I'll say one thing about this song, and actually with a lot of songs, but this one in particular right now, is my confidence level, our confidence level, I know mine has grown so much because of songs like this. And here's what I mean by that. Ask Thomas, hey, can we do this? He sends me the track. We do it. The main thing that I want is for them to like it, to love it. You know, I don't care about anybody else. You know, if you love it, I'm happy. And, you know, Thomas said, I really like the song. He plays it a lot on his show. I don't think he's saying it just to be nice to us and doesn't want to hurt our feelings. You know, I'm sure he doesn't want to do that anyway, but that's with all the artists that we have. When they say they like it and they enjoy it, that's my favorite thing.
It's true.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want Thomas to send me that. I want to add that to my list to do covers when I do cover shows. I'm trying to find now the project that I don't name my projects. What is wrong with me? Oh, God. It doesn't
Join the club.
It doesn't exist, apparently.
Project 1200.
It doesn't exist. I'm looking for it everywhere, and it's not in here. We can talk about it anyway. That's going to be the last song we play today. But look, that song has a whole new life when you sing it. It just feels right. It feels perfect. I love Thomas when he sings more mellow stuff. I know his angsty stuff is very full on and all that, but there's something about Thomas's mellow stuff that is really, it cuts through even more than being angsty. Like I'm the same. I did a ChatGPT search on who I am yesterday, and it came back just saying I'm extreme. And it's like, maybe, but I'm more than that, hopefully. But that's it, because you always remembered for your more extremities than the softer side that you put out, the more, not logical, but you're always remembered it. Oh, I found it. Wolfestone, is this it? Wolfestone 2. I'm just checking. I'll let it download. So we're nearing the end of this show. So now that this is out and it's doing its thing and it's spreaded and it's out there and people can get a hold of it, what are the plans going forward for like recording music for maybe a possible album for the next, I don't know, just the next 6 months musically? I don't want to go too far in advance. What are the plans?
I'll start first.
All sorts of plans.
I'll start first. So for the immediate plans, we want to put either an album or EP together, trying to figure that out with both Dave, the Jelly Wolf project, and then with Carlos Tremor Bear, which we have about 10 songs, 9 or 10 songs on it. So those are the immediate things that we want to do. We also have enough material. Yeah. We also have enough material to do another collaboration album, but we can do that later. There's no big rush on that. And then we have a lot more songs that we're just working on now and everything, and do that. What else do you want to talk about?
No, I think that was the key thing. I mean, yes, we do have another side project we're working on that's totally different sounding.
Top secret.
Top secret.
Top secret.
Oh, wow.
We'll let you know.
Right.
Yes.
Well, there we go.
To be continued. To be continued.
We're definitely going to do more stuff.
Yes. Finding the time has been the challenge right now. Isn't that always a challenge, though? Like you were saying, right?
Time. We love time. Time's an amazing thing, especially when I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning this morning going, oh, wow, YouTube's decided to block my unearthed video because of one artist. Yay. So you can't let it go. You got to get up at 4 a.m. and fix it and get it done. And now it's all fixed. And now some unfortunate artist is not going to get played on my show because their fucking record label are a bunch of, that's the way it is.
Seems a bit counterproductive, doesn't it?
So
like,
stupid.
yes, we did not want our music played. What? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
So stupid.
That is ridiculous. So stupid.
Now it's time for me to mention, but don't panic, folks. The show's up, and there's somebody here in our chat who's featured on the show. I'm giving away secrets. There we go.
More secrets.
You had to be quick. So this last song we're going to play, before we get to the last question, all this stuff, this helped me get back into making music. So last year, you probably know this, or you probably don't. I don't know. I'm pretty open with, I was floundering making music last year. I hated, I'll be honest, I hated music. Here I am doing a show every day, talking about music, how to make music, all this kind of stuff. And I was having a really bad relationship with music. I wasn't interested in making it. I really wasn't interested in listening to it. It was irritating me. I felt disconnected from it. And it's one of the reasons why I decided to stop doing the opening hour and try this thing called the creative hour, and to try and, I don't know, get me interested in music again. And then, if you guys don't know, on the Patreon each and every week, you can get your songs mastered for $1. You sign up, it's $1, right? And you can get 4 songs mastered a month. Right? It's pretty cheap. Anyway, I get to master a lot of Wolfestone Studio's music, and Ron sent me in this track called Catch Me with his just acoustic guitar. And while I was mastering it on the show, I was like, you know what? I could do this on my creative hour and add some music to it. And it's one of the reasons that has got me back into doing music. And I didn't even do much, right? I'm going to bring out the project. I didn't even.
I didn't do much.
I
That's
actually
funny.
didn't.
That's very funny.
No, look at it. You can see the project. It's got the Logic Auto drummer, right? I use the auto bass. I use the piano. Of course, I went and tripped it all out and stuff. I put some chords in, of course. But I went to the trouble of finding all the chords up the top here because that was the hardest bit. Going in, creating the chord track up the top. That was the hardest bit. But because the song was already there, the song already had the vavoom, it had the vavish, it had the mwah, it had the stuff. So it was really easy to put something towards it and to, I don't know, make it sound like there's a band behind it. So it really didn't take a lot for me, but it really opened my eyes up to how important good songwriting is. That's where I'm going with this. How much time, how much back and forth do you guys put into, because you obviously work together, Ron will write melodies, go and sit in the car and then throw it to you and you bounce it back. How much goes on between you? And is there like
lots of this? Boom, boom.
fisticuffs?
I take him out behind the shed and just do a little bit.
Nice.
I'm a believer of songs shouldn't be rushed, right? And that you should really take a little bit more time with songs to really make sure that melody is going to stick. And really, there's nothing worse than releasing a song that after it's played in front of people, you just go, I don't remember that song. How do you guys get around that? And what's your workflow?
Yeah.
It goes a bunch of different ways.
We have a bunch of different workflows.
There's no like one particular thing.
Yeah. Things start. I mean, it's pretty common for Ron to start with a melody and some kind of fake lyric, and then I'll hear it and go, oh yeah, I know where we're going. I'm gonna do lyrics in that, or we're gonna go in this particular direction. And then we'll end up working on the lyrics together. You might start, I might start. It goes in different directions. Sometimes we start with lyrics. That is less common.
Except sometimes you write some lyrics and then have a melody in your head, and then you explain to me what you want me to do. Which is really funny, me
trying to explain the melody. I've got I don't write it in notes. I've got like pieces of paper with lines, like the note goes up and down here, Ron. And he's, which is actually fine because Ron doesn't read music anyway, so he can read my weird fake music notation. And so it goes back and forth. It goes all over the place.
And then it happens where I go into a phase where I'm writing a lot of lyrics and a lot of songs in progress, and Jen takes those and she works on stuff that I'm stuck on, a line here, or a whole verse, or excuse me, a chorus or whatever, and she works that out. So we do that together. That happens a lot. Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes you'll have actually the whole track and we'll redo it together. I'm like, let's put. Actually, I want to start. You waited too long for. I think you want to get the vocal in earlier. And I like your vocal late, and let's cut that and let's put it early. I mean, we have a lot of different ways.
And that's the producing thing. She does a lot of the the producing part of it, where I'll put something together. I think I've worked really hard on it, get it over to her. She listens to it. She goes, "What happened to the first track that you sang on it? Oh, you weren't singing this one? What the hell?" I'm like, "I just worked my ass off on this. Jesus, you have to like it."
It's not an uncommon thing for me to be a little bit like, hey, I think you might need to just re-sing that. And I kind of want it to sound like this. And he's like,
I get angry for a while and I sulk like a little baby. And then after a while I go, yeah, you probably got a point there.
And in the end, what do you always say?
It's good. And then it's good.
In the end, he always says,
"You're right, Jen." That's a line.
And that's how it works together.
Right. That's how it works together. Together.
Yeah.
Jen always wins. What the fuck are you talking about, Jen? No. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. In my time of knowing you two, it's been really amazing because Jen's confident. Listen, I want to just focus on. It's been so beautiful to watch since I met you, Ron. To see your confidence as a vocalist and songwriter, it's been just delightful. It really. I don't say the word delightful very often. It's not a part of my vocabulary. It's been fucking cool, honestly, to see that and to watch you like get new equipment and just fucking believe, right? Because you go back and watch the original interview, you're a different person, and which is great. It's so fantastic. I love that, and I'm gonna wrap things up by blowing smoke up these two people's asses big time. And it's my show. I'll do what the fuck I want. Listen, I love Ron and Jenny on a level that many of you will not understand. They are family to me. They have helped me continue this dream more than you'll understand. We don't even need to go into details. They continue to come along to shows and to support a lot of people financially and cheering you on all the time. And it doesn't go unnoticed by me. I am very grateful for our friendship, and I'm just saying this publicly because I love you guys so much, and I can't thank you enough. There we go. If you want to find out more,
Jade?
Yes.
Same.
Same. I was gonna say, okay, my heart just like broke into 1,000 pieces in a good way, though. So that's yes, and you know that we feel 100% the same way about you. You. I think you know that, and we have we talked about this before, a really special community, a really unique, special community, real artists, real people, real concern and care. I mean, if there's anything like this anywhere. I mean, we both feel like so incredibly honored. We actually talk about this all the time.
We do.
All the time. How grateful we are to be allowed into this community, to be part of this community. It helps. We feel so connected. It's everything. I don't know what we would do if we didn't have it. I mean, it would be a much emptier life. It would be a very sad life without this whole community. So we love you, you know that, and really we love this community. It's really special.
And this is where the collaborations are great too. When you kind of got inspired about the Catch Me song, wanted to do that, I was like I was just like, oh my God, she likes this song. She wouldn't do it if she didn't like it, right? I was like, and I'm like, oh my God, she's putting this together. Yeah. And that's how I feel about a lot of the collaborations that we do, where they're actually wanting to do this. The artists who I respect so much, because they're all great musicians, great artists. So, wow, we get to work with them. We get to work with you, and we get to be your friend and family, and it's just very special.
Yep, I'm all emotional right now. It is what it is. And hello to Cubic Lover, and I saw Mike and Dawn come in there as well too. Hello. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We've got one more question before we play our last track. Firstly, I need to bring up one more time. If you want to get this album, do it. The money goes to the Best Friends Animal Society. We've talked about these people do really good things for animals, so you really should get involved. Plus, you're getting a crap ton of music. The link's in the description. Bandcamp, go and get it. Lots of cool people already bought it. Go and support the cause. A lot of great music on there. So there is that. Our last question that I get to ask everybody who comes on the show for a second time is not the whole when do you do the thing. So we'll ask Jenny first. If you're on a desert island, Jenny, and you didn't have a volleyball to talk to, what would be the album that you would want to have with you on that island to see out your final days before you starve to death and die?
I think it's pretty obvious that it would be collaborations.
Ah!
I was going to say that.
I took it first.
Actually,
We've got all of our friends, all of our buddies, all these amazing musicians, all the memories working together with them. I could live on that.
Well, only for a short period of time before. There's only so much coconut juice you can drink on an island, trust me.
That's true.
Ron?
It's true. I was going to say the same thing.
Well,
I don't know if I have a favorite album. Maybe I don't know. Maybe a Springsteen album or something
Ooh.
that influenced me way back. Darkness on the Edge of Town. I kind of like that one. Beatles, a lot of Beatles stuff. Abbey Road, and newer stuff too that I've gotten into. I don't really have an album in particular, but I do like to listen to a lot of really great artists and albums. So, I'm sorry I don't have like one. We'll go with collaborations because that's a good thing. So,
All right. And finally, it doesn't matter anyway because you wouldn't have anything to play it on because you're stuck in a desert island. So you just have to go by memory. Just hum it, right?
That's right. Oh, he does that. He hums constantly, everything. So he could, if we were together, he could just hum everything for me.
I think we talked about this the other day on Clubhouse about whistling.
Yeah.
We're talking about whistling. It's okay to hum as when you start whistling, it's over.
Yeah, Pete's the whistler.
Pete's a whistler. He's going to be in an old person's home really soon, right? That's the sign.
By the way, he's a great whistler.
He is. He is a good whistler. Yes.
Yeah.
Ron says this all the time. Every time he says, like, Pete's a good. I'm like, I know. We've had this discussion a couple of times.
I mean, I don't know that many whistlers, so I don't know what the bar is, but he's good.
But humming's good.
Where do whistlers hang out? Is there like a club? Like they meet up like a witches meet up each week?
That's a secret.
They put a candle on a table at a bar and all these people just meet up. Fuck, that would be annoying. Speaking of Pete Johns, I'm going to dump you all today over to Pete's a new, rebranded Creator Town Hall because it could be the last because his guest on the show today is Brad Example. And who knows, it could, within a minute, it could be going all right. And then the next minute, Brad will talking about hookers licking cocaine off his balls. You just don't know. I thought I'd put it out there now, but it could happen. Hopefully it doesn't, and Pete's YouTube channel stays alive. But I'm going to dump you all over there. So I'm sure Brad's even more nervous now that I've just said that.
He's like, I can control it.
Yeah, not now. So there's that. That's coming up. Also, I've got to remind you all, tomorrow we've got I'm not sure exactly. We've got a demo up looking at, I think, a soundbox pack from Compose Audio. That might change because I'm all over the place. But 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, my friends. Unearthed episode 8 is in the books. It's ready to go. 11 cool artists. One of them had to be removed. It was only a matter of time. We got through 8 episodes before I got blocked, globally blocked. But hey, it's all good. The artists that are left are sick. And let me tell you, we've got artists from this community, outside this community. And I mean, the amount of music that I am coming across right now, I now have probably the next 4 episodes already full of artists. It's ridiculous how much good stuff there is out there. I'm totally blown away, and at the same time, how much shit stuff there is too, because there's still a lot of shit music out there. Right?
Well, you're not playing that. You're playing great music. Thank you for doing that because it's sharing music we've never been able to hear. It's fantastic.
Thank you. I'm excited. And tomorrow's sponsor, believe it or not, is Frank Terzo. Frank Terzo is sponsoring the show tomorrow, and Community Pulse. So I had so much fun making the ad for that yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. I'm only in it to do the ads each week. It brings me so much joy to make these ads. I feel like I'm some kind of advertising guru. Anyway, we're wanking on way too much here. So that's all coming up. Brad's got, on the weekend we got Thomas Christ. I'm doing an acoustic 12-string opening hour. Pete Johns is doing a British happy hour, I think. And Brad's doing Brad's show. I just want to let you all know too, please, hopefully you'll come along to the rant this week. The title of this week's rant is called The Final Rant. So I'll just leave it there. You can decide what's going to happen, but that's what's on the cards. We're going to close today with the track that I got to do with Wolfestone Studio, which I hardly did anything to. The song was written. I just added the stuff in Logic. That was easy to do.
Everyone should watch that video when you made it too. That is an incredible video.
It's so
When you
much
put
fun
this
doing
together.
that. So much fun doing that. All right. Thank you, Ron and Jenny, for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Always fun.
Thank you to everybody who's hung out today, come and gone, been here for the whole show, been in and out. If you're watching on the replay, thank you as well too. Thank you. I need to say this more often. Thank you, everybody, for your constant support of what I do here, right? For Patreon, for memberships, for super chats and donations, and just eyes on the product each day. I promise you, I'm going to keep developing and introducing new stuff as we go on. Maybe that's where the end of the rant is, right? So, but trust me, everything that I try and bring on this show that may be new and it's something different is hopefully something interesting, right? So let's do this. This is Catch Me, Wolfestone Studio, and moi. And we'll see you all on the flip side. Hopefully you stay on the call so I can say goodbye at the end.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. This is the final track. See you later. Do all the things that make you happy and just be kind in a world full of shit. Let's do it. Catch Me, Wolfestone Studio, and someone else.
There's a sadness that pulls me